Could it be you calling me down, 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 down? My foolish heart turns out the star.
What up, squad? MizzyWorld back to present a MizzyWorld Music Shoutout for Erie Avs, North Philly Zone, Don Millz, EA, and to do a review on his project, Pain and Agony, you dig? But the first thing that really stood out to me about the project from Pain and Agony and just hearing your freestyles is that you got a story, a dope story, bro, that really could resonate with the nation for real, for real. When you talk about your being on perks all heavy and all that, that's a problem across the nation with the youth, is that opioid addiction, you dig? So when you talk about that, that's something that the youth gonna be able to connect to nationally. When you talk about going to jail and not going back, that's another national epidemic that the youth are gonna feel, and they're gonna take heed to what you're saying simply because you're speaking about stuff that they went through. And you went through it, and you talk about not going back to those days and going back to those times. So the first thing that stood out to me was that you have a crazy story, and your message behind the story isn't to really try to glorify it, but really try to shine a light on it and not have people fall into that same path. That's dope as shit to me. And the fact that your songs is crazy, that's another crazy thing. Now let me lead into the second thing that stood out to me about Pain and Agony is that people can rap, people can freestyle, and people can have crazy stories. That don't necessarily mean that they can make good songs. And the second thing that stood out to me about Pain and Agony is that although you got your hard lyrics and you a street dude, you really know how to make songs, which to me is kind of it's a unique combination, because a lot of hood dudes, they know how to freestyle, they know how to rap, but it's kind of hard for them to transition into making songs that could be played on the radio or that could just be dumped while you driving around. You have that ability. I'm listening to Pain and Agony and I'm running through that joint, no skips. I'm like, damn, this shit heat for real, for real. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel as though that's a very, very unique asset that you have, is that you can capture people with your freestyles on Instagram. Because I know I was just watching your joint yesterday. I'm like, yo, this nigga can really rap. Then I put on Pain and Agony. I'm like, this brother can really make songs. You feel what I'm saying? So that was definitely the very next thing that stood out to me about Pain and Agony, was that you have the ability to really make good songs, which is a very unique trait for hood rappers on some real shit. Now, with that being said about you knowing how to make good, dope tracks, I did not forget my MizzyWorld Music Shoutout format, and I gotta play a little snippet of my favorite track from Pain and Agony. I was gonna run with facts, but with the way the climate is right now, with Erie just losing a good brother, Black Kev, Peace in Paradise brother, with Wayne family just having something for him this past Thursday that I was supposed to go to. I just slid through a little bit late. I slid around like 8 o'clock. Everybody was probably gone by then. Peace in Paradise, Wayne. We'll never forget you. I'm going to run with the track, Miss My Brother. Gang.
I woke up blessed, but I feel horrible today. I miss my brother, wanna call you today. To say I love you and ask you, are you okay? Forever hurt, I pray it all go away. I'm already 5'2", I ain't gon' short you. Ever since you died, it ain't been nothing but torture. Don right beside me, he won't cross me like the border. In this FOE, if it ain't family, it ain't for you. Bally's for you, rally for you, Blanco fist.
But yeah, that track right there, man, I felt that joint. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm just listening to it and I'm reminiscing about people that I may have lost and the people that you miss. It's really crazy how that song will resonate with most people that come from where we come from, or the neighborhoods that we come from. You feel what I'm saying? Peace in Paradise to Bree, Quaddy, Bo, Reef, Wayne. List goes on. If I missed you, then I apologize, but Peace in Paradise to all the lost brothers out here. But yeah, the last thing that really stood out to me about Pain and Agony was that it was just a very well-rounded album. Like, it gave you a certain feel, it gave you a certain type of vibe. It stuck to its guns, and it was a 100% hip-hop rap album. Shit was dope, you dig what I'm saying? Gave me like a kind of a Don Q type feel, but not all the way there, because of course you got Chill Philly swag and the Erie Ave swag, but the album was crazy. Out of 5 stars, I'll probably give it 4.5 stars. But yeah, that was the last thing that really stood out to me, was how well-rounded the project was. Even though it was only 8 or 9 tracks, it was still a very well-rounded project, and it gave you a certain type of vibe. And I'm the type of person that I like my projects or albums to put me in a certain mood or give me a certain type vibe, you dig? And that's exactly what Pain and Agony did. You dig what I'm saying? But inshallah, we gonna link for this interview. If y'all not following them, follow him on Instagram at Don Millz EA. Freestyles be crazy on that joint. He be murdering every beat he jump on. If you haven't heard his project, it's on every major streaming platform. It's called Pain and Agony under Don Millz. I don't know. I know I'm probably late to the party. Y'all probably already know about Don Millz and him killing shit up EA, but y'all know what it is, man. I shine my light, even if my light is small compared to they light, you dig? But y'all know what it is. MizzyWorld Music Shoutout, Somerville to North, Shelton Ave to Erie Ave. Damn, man. It's getting real for Mizzy. I'm running through my artists, you dig? So I might be coming to a neighborhood near you real soon, you feel me? Y'all know what it is, though. MizzyWorld Music Shoutout, Don Millz. Gang.